Hey, it's future me editing this video. Just wanted to make a quick little disclaimer, a little warning for you because if you hear some background noise throughout this video, like a small child screaming, that's my little brother. So yeah, enjoy the video. It took me a long time to edit it, so please watch it. I really don't know how to start videos, so hey. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys my accepted art school portfolio. I only applied to 2 schools because I honestly didn't really think I was gonna get into them, but I did. I applied to Mass Art and Leslie and I got in, and if I do decide to go to those schools, I am gonna be studying film and video because that is my passion, that is what I like doing, and that is what I'm good at. I really enjoy watching these portfolio videos because they gave me a good idea of what was expected from art schools. I like watching these videos and I hope you like watching mine. I'm gonna be inserting pictures of each piece, but I do have some of them, the actual physical pieces right here that I can show you guys as well as the picture that I submitted, and I'm gonna be showing each piece in order, like in order of how I submitted it. So with this first one, it is a little sketch that I actually have hanging up on my wall. This is from sophomore year where we did a unit where we had to draw a self-portrait from looking in a mirror. We couldn't use like a photo reference of ourselves. We had to do it from life. We had to do an observational drawing of ourselves. This was kind of in the practice stages of that, where we just practiced drawing the different parts of our faces. And I drew my portrait in kind of the same style as this, that was like almost string-like. I don't know, that's what just came natural to me. I didn't really want to do the shading and then using the blending tool to like blend in everything. I don't know why, I just didn't want to, and I just started like making these lines. They kind of flowed and blended into like the creases that I drew, and I don't know, it made it look like the skin was made out of string, and I really like that because it was different and I've never seen that before. I just started doing that because it was more fun to do that than just using like a blending stump. And so I submitted this just to show like a process drawing of like a bigger project. The next piece is just a still life. It is the most boring thing ever, but I did it to show that I can draw from life. Yeah, I just set these random objects from my room on my desk and then I just did an observational drawing. This was a good exercise to practice because it forces you to actually draw what you see and not what you think you see. So even though this was kind of my least favorite one, it was very important. This third one is another observational one. It is just a lamp for my desk, which is over there. I like this one a lot better than the other observational one because, I don't know, it has a little bit more life to it. And again, I put this one in here to show that I knew how to draw and I knew how to draw from life. Like I said, the first one, we did an entire project. It was a self-portrait using a mirror, and this is not it. This is not the final piece from sophomore year. I actually did this year for my portfolio, and it does look like me. I think I will give myself that. It does look like me. However, I don't know how to draw hair. I just don't. The glasses are like kind of crooked. I don't know. I guess I just included this to show that I could draw people, to show that I know proportions. This next one was a little bit more fun. So I watched Ant-Man for the first time, and I just wanted to draw ants because in the movie Ant-Man they did, I don't know, it was really cool. It was like CGI ants and they were like huge. I don't know, they were so cool, and so I wanted to draw the anatomy of ants. Literally no other reason. I literally put in the like description part of the portfolio that I watched Ant-Man and that I was inspired to learn how to draw ants. So that's literally all there is to this one. This next one is photography. It is from freshman year, from a photography class at my school. I'm pretty sure that this was for an assignment like texture or like pattern or something like that, and all of our pictures needed to be in black and white. This one was the one that I liked the best. I still have a flash drive that has all of those photos that I took for this class, and I like this one the best. I don't know, it has a little bit more purpose, I guess, and I really like how the leaves look and the texture of them. This was the first photography piece that I chose, and also kind of like the one that least represents me, which is why it's mixed in at the beginning with the other art pieces that I'm not most proud of, I guess. Okay, now we're gonna get into the art pieces that are a little bit more fun, a little bit more creative. So this first piece, it's this one. It is of a tree, obviously. This is from studio art last year, junior year. And this was from when we were doing a unit on ink and Japanese ink art, I guess you could call it. I don't really remember the exact name for it, or if there's like a technical name for it. I don't really remember, but we used these really cool bamboo brushes and black ink and learned how to use them to make really pretty paintings. And this is what I made. I made a tree, but I thought it was missing something. I used watercolor to paint some color into it and made like a rainbow tree. I really like this piece. I was gonna submit it with another ink drawing from the same unit, but it was just a basic like bamboo tree with a couple of leaves on it, and it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of boring, so I just submitted this one. Yeah, there's not much else to say about it. All right, the next piece I also have with me. It is this painting. It's not really a painting. This piece is from my sophomore year, and we did something that I never really heard of. I never did it before, didn't even know it was a thing, but we did, and it was really fun. So basically, we used tracing paper to trace over a printed out picture of a celebrity, and then we used that tracing paper and put it over like this graphite paper. I think that's what it's called. I'm not entirely sure. It has like graphite on it, where if you were to have plain paper and then put that graphite paper over it and put pressure on it and like literally like draw on it with pressure, and then you took it out, it would have made like a drawing. And so we did that, but instead of putting the graphite over a piece of paper, we put it over a canvas. Once we had that drawing on the canvas, we carved out the canvas, and we also worked with like negative and positive space, which I don't even remember, so I'm not even gonna try to explain it, but we use that in order to make that style of art. You're working with the spaces and like the shadows of your face, so we use that style of art. I'm not gonna even try to explain it because I don't even remember what it's called. We did that, and then we carved out the canvas, and then once that was done, we chose a color, we got Crayolas, and then we melted the crayon into the carved out pieces of the canvas. Once it dried, it filled in the cutout parts. I hope I explained that well, but in the end, you got this really cool portrait. If you can't tell, I chose Kristen Shaw. She voices Louise Belcher from Bob's Burgers, and she also voiced Mabel from Gravity Falls. At the time, I think I was watching Bob's Burgers, so I think that's why I chose her. So yeah, that's really all I could say about this one. This next one I also have, and it is a painting of space. Ugh, there's a glare, but I don't know if this is this a glare? Would you call that a glare? So I did this with acrylic on canvas, and I'm a very visual person. When I plan things out or like I have an idea, I am able to see it like in my mind. That's kind of what happened with this one. I kind of just had a vision. That sounds like so cringy, but I did. I had a vision for a painting. I don't know why. I just imagined space and just a spaceman in space, and that was it. That's literally where the idea came from. I'm pretty sure that in the description in my portfolio, I put that I wanted to paint a place that I know of, but have never or will never go to. So yeah. This one was also a lot of fun, but I was also kind of in a funk when I was doing this piece. I got the idea, I kind of just sketched it out at school, and then I didn't do anything with it for like a week or two, and then I finally decided when I was planning out my portfolio and pieces that I was gonna do for my portfolio, I decided, hey, I already have this sketched out, why not just do it? And so I did, and it was pretty fun. I spent like an entire afternoon doing it, but then it just didn't feel right, and so I just set it aside for a while, and then like a couple of days later I went back to it and then added a little bit more detail, and that's all I needed. I just needed like a little bit time off, some space for me in this painting, and then I was able to finish it and add some stars and also a little bit of galaxy, I guess. I really like space. I don't know, it's crazy to think how big space is and how we're literally just a speck in space, just floating around on a big rock full of earth and water. Cool. Next piece I also have with me. The picture is a little bit better because it has kind of deteriorated over time. Not really deteriorated. I don't know what the correct word is. It is mixed media, obviously, as you can tell. So this started out as just an acrylic painting portrait of my friend Carol. I painted it on poster board from the dollar store because canvas is expensive. Anyways, it started out just like a portrait of my friend, and then I wasn't really feeling it. I was like, it's missing something. It's missing something. Like, the portrait was like okay. I like the colors that I chose. I think it was looking kind of cool, but I just wasn't feeling it, you know? And so then again, just got a random vision. What if I put flowers surrounding this portrait? I thought it was gonna be a pretty cool idea, and so I went back to the dollar store where I got the canvas for this and picked out a few flowers. I asked my friend Carol what her favorite flowers were, and she told me that she didn't know the name of them, but that they were pink. And so I got pink flowers. And then I literally just put a hole in them. Oh, this is really cheap like file folders that I glued onto the back of the poster board. This is what I mean by deteriorating. Some leaves and flowers just fall off sometimes, but I literally just poked holes and just put the flowers and leaves into the holes, and there you go. I also like, you know, I strategically like placed them where I thought that they would look good. Here's the picture of it. I did envision it a little bit differently. I think the picture looks a lot better, to be honest, because this is how I guess it looked in my brain when I got the idea. This was the first time I attempted this. Like I attempted like an idea that was like mixed media, that was like different, you know, like it wasn't just a painting. I'm so out of breath. Talking for long periods of time is so difficult. Anyways, so this was the first time that I was doing a piece of work like this. That was like a really original idea that I had to figure out how I was gonna do, but it turned out to be a pretty okay finished piece. Carol, my friend, she intimidated me a little bit before I met her, but that just means that she's like a strong, independent person. And once I got to know her, she became my friend, and I love her so much. And I wanted to make something that showed and also like represented her beauty, her femininity, her independence, how strong she is. I think I did that. Okay, so the rest of these pieces are the ones that I guess I'm the most proud of because I worked hard on them and they came out really good, if I do say so myself. And I'm just overall really proud of these. So the first three are photography. This is a photo of my friend Grace. We actually had a photo shoot, and the next picture that I'm gonna show you also is from that photo shoot. But this one, it was really cool. She's wearing an outfit that I helped her pick out, and that phone was a prop. Obviously it was a prop. When I'm doing photography, especially when it's a little bit more creative and not just like cool Instagram portraits, I like to get a little bit more creative and give the person modeling like a character to play, I guess. And I just give them a scenario, like pretend or like act as if you're like heartbroken or that you're being stood up on a date, things like that. And so for this one, I kind of told her to pretend like she's somewhere where she doesn't know exactly where she is and it doesn't feel like the real world. And she's found this phone, and it's the only thing that she has found that's from her world. And so she's trying to use it to contact somebody to get help, and then she hears something in the background that she doesn't know what it is because she doesn't know where she is, and so she doesn't know what to expect. That was how this photo came to be, and I really like how she looks. I love the prop, I love her outfit, I love the setting. This was in her backyard. She has a really pretty backyard. Next one I didn't take. This is me. I am the model in this photo. I thought that I couldn't use this because I wasn't the one that took the photo. However, I was like the director of this photo shoot, and I was showing like my friends how to use a camera and like different angles to take pictures of, and my friend Kat took this photo, and my teacher was actually the one that was like, you need to use that one. And she was also the one that told me that I could use it even though I didn't take it. And so yeah, this is me. We were just playing around with angles. Like I said, Grace has a really pretty backyard, and so there's these flowers, and also there's like a bunch of greenery, trees in the background. And I wore this dress that I thought I hated, but actually was super comfortable and kind of cute, not gonna lie. It was really fun just modeling and not being behind the camera. And you know, you gotta try different things. Like if you're behind the camera all the time, try being in front of the camera, try editing, try directing, try acting, like try different things so you can learn how to do what you primarily do better. Because being the model, I was able to understand how uncomfortable it is to be center of attention. This is the last photography thing. And this is a photo of my gorgeous, beautiful, elegant friend Dolores. She's a natural model, and it's no surprise because she's freaking gorgeous. And this photo is my favorite photo that I've ever taken. The lighting, she was just feeling herself. I was feeling myself, taking pictures of her feeling herself. And yeah, we actually woke up really early to do this photo shoot during the summer, and the entire photo shoot went super well. So those were all the photography pieces. Now, the rest of the pieces of my portfolio, which are just 3 more, they are videos. So I'm gonna have them playing like over here while I'm talking, and kind of describing them, telling you the process of them, etc, etc. So this one is called Breaking Down the Culture Barriers Against Mental Health. So how this video came about was all seniors at my school are required to write a capstone research paper on an issue that relates to the school, to the city, and and find a solution for it. And so I chose the culture barrier against mental health within first generation families. So along with the essay, we also had to make a visual product proposal. And so I decided to make a stop motion video because I knew beforehand, like when I was brainstorming for my portfolio, I knew that I really wanted to do a stop motion video. This video took so long to make, and I found out that I don't really like stop motion, or at least making stop motion under intense amounts of pressure. So everything that you see in this video, I did, I made, I sketched out, storyboarded, then drew, colored in, cut out every single thing that you see in this video. I call them puppets. I mean, they're not really puppets, but they kind of are. I don't know. I made every single little puppet, every single little prop that you see in this video. I made literally every single thing was handmade. And along with doing that, my dad, bless this man, he made this, it's over there, this thing right here. You probably can't even tell what it is, but basically, I forget what it's called. It's 2 layers of glass. When I'm filming a stop motion, the camera is pointing like bird's eye view, like straight down. This is like the table, or like that thing. The camera is like this. And so that thing, what it does, it's like different shelves, I guess, of glass. I can put multiple different puppets on like different layers, but you wouldn't be able to see the glass. You'd all see it as just like one 2D thing. But what that does is change the perspective and change how big each thing is. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but that's the best that I can do. So take it or leave it. I don't care. It took so long to do this project that I am kind of over it. So that is the best that I can do to explain the process of it. I use an app on my phone to record it, or to like take pictures of it, because there's an app. You just take pictures and then you can export the entire thing as like one video. So that's what I did. And then I did do a voiceover that is literally the worst thing ever, because I talk super fast because there's a lot of information, but I worked super hard on that video. It was a lot of editing, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of time. And I'm kind of over it. And I'm getting stressed just thinking about it. So we're moving on to the next video. This one I really like. I really, really like this video. There is a lot of collaboration involved. It is a road safety PSA. Again, I had a vision. I imagined like a story being told about a car accident, and each witness that were like in the car, or like a person watching it from the sidewalk, were telling the story, describing what happened. And on the side there'd be an animation playing. This video, technical stuff I did. I also acted in this video, but I got the help of my friends who were actors in this video, and also of such a wonderful person, my friend Lola. She did the animation for it and it came out so good. I will leave her Instagram in the description of this video. I will also put it right here so you can go follow her, because she deserves all the love, all the recognition. She's amazing. If it wasn't for her, this video wouldn't have been a thing, because I needed there to be an animation just like that in the video, because that was my vision for it. So I'm really happy that she helped me out with it. This taught me a lot about collaboration and working with others, and also working with actors, especially my friend Carol. Again, Carol, I love Carol so much. She played the person that was texting and driving, and she actually cried for the video. Other things that I learned how to use a green screen while filming, and also in post when I was editing. Then finally, the very last video. It is a Women in STEM Summit promotional video. One of the very first projects that I did this year, this school year, and I directed it and I co-wrote it with another student, and I also edited the entire video. Also did a voiceover for this video. Ugh, I'm parched. And that was the very last piece in my portfolio. This was an adventure. So that's it. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, or don't, that's cool too. And I will see you all in my next video.